Oh yeah, sexy biscuits. Nice.
Long was 1975. A YouTuber's on the rise. Reviewing games late at night and sometimes friends. But Long was 1975.
This is The Way of the Tiger on the Amstrad CPC, released by Gremlin Graphics in 1986, also released on the Commodore 64 and the ZX Spectrum. I have a gameplay of those games. I actually have a comparison of those games. The Spectrum version is brilliant for what it is, because this isn't an amazing game. This, and I only found out recently, is actually based on a book series, kind of like a choose your own adventure fighting fantasy book series, you know, where you turn to different pages and stuff like that. Apologies for the background noise, I do live on the busiest road in the West Country, and this is I don't know why on the Amstrad this has no music. It has no real music on any of them. It just has a little jingle when you get into the game, and then very, very flat sound effects. But yeah, so this is based on a series where I guess it's you're a ninja or something, protagonist that goes through all the books. Your life is represented in those circles down below, one for your opponent, one for you. I simply do not understand how it works. But you can select each level to practice, which is what we're probably going to go with. But basically there are three disciplines. Unarmed combat, which speaks for itself. I guess they were trying to, you know, like most people, because of the success of Way of the Exploding Fist, bang out their own sort of one-on-one fighting game when they licensed this franchise, because this is good graphics and this does have brilliant animation, but it's just, well, it's not even the same sort of game as Way of the Exploding Fist. But obviously that was a huge hit. Everyone had to have a bit of that pie. But yeah, so unarmed combat, pole fighting does exactly what it sounds like, and sword fighting. Pole fighting is unique because you are on a log above a waterfall, which adds a whole new element of slipping and falling off. There is a supernatural element to this game, such as weird floaty things that look like death and skeletons. Let's get into it. Practice unarmed combat. So 2. Prepare yourself, student, for unarmed combat. Oh, that's it. That's all the music you're going to get. Shocking. Right, so backwards. Look, there's lovely parallax. I want to say this is the port of the ZX Spectrum version, but, well, it is, but it does have its own colour. Slightly different colour. More turd brown colour. He appears, because of course he does. Hold fire down. Forward is side kick. Up and forward is high kick. Down and forward is low kick. Up by itself while you're not pressing fire is jump. So then hold fire. It's a bit weird as to when it does them, but God knows how you punch. I like the fact that he's just as close as me, but none of my kicks are landing. Oh, did that count? As I said, look at the score system down below. It makes bugger all sense. Well, it probably makes sense to you, but it makes no sense to me. I swear I had more luck, or success I should say, landing my kicks on the Spectrum version. It's got parallax. Do you need parallax in a fighting game? Do you need to be able to move away from your opponent in the fighting screen? And I don't mean away from him in the screen. I mean literally into the world. I'm moonwalking because I'm a ninja. I would like to think that ninjas carry the same level of skill as Michael Jackson. Right, is that? Yeah, so just directions on the pad without fire is punches. I remember having a lot more success, again, as I said, on the Spectrum version. It's nice animation. Would have liked music. Don't get music on the Spectrum version, but that's a 48K game, so you know. Go on, just... Why is landing something? Well then, to be fair, you don't know if you landed something because I properly recoil, whereas when I kick him, There you go. I just get a slap noise. I don't think that there's a block button. I'm just going to do this, and if you just so happen to walk into me, that's on you. Then this. Yeah, so I remember this being a lot better. I killed him, yet somehow I killed him. Well, there you go. Now, doesn't... Yeah, this. I don't even know what this is. This is... And then there's death, because of course there is. This would be where the elements of the book come in. So if you haven't read the book, I'm assuming the instructions will give you some level of knowledge. But... Did I just punch death in the face? Because, you know, why not? It's not... Does he even have... I don't know how the health system works. I don't know what the books are like. I don't know how anything works in this world, but I wanted to do it because I've played it on the ZX Spectrum and the Commodore 64. And I at least remember it on the Spectrum being somewhat responsive, good graphics, and enjoyable. Maybe that was a long time ago and time is not being kind to this game. Because we had this back in the day. It was a multi-loader on the Spectrum because, of course, it was. I don't even know how you kill him. Shall we have a look at pole fighting before my interest wanes? And probably yours too. I mean, it is nice graphics. I said though, I mean, do you need all these assets in a fighting game? Again, maybe you do if you read the book. Maybe if you read the book and you were playing this and there weren't these assets in it, you'd be going, where are these assets? Where is my supernatural powers and all these weird things in the background that make sense to me because they were in the book? Don't know. Let's have a look at pole fighting. Right, so, pole fighting. I remember this being even more difficult than the first stage because it has these elements of... Wait for it. Jingle? Thank you. Balance and slip and stuff. Right, here I am. And there's a skeleton because of course there is. And there's fish in the background, which is a nice touch. I'm just going to do this. Look at his head move. Again, it's very nice graphics. There's no parallax on this because obviously you're not moving. Oh, no. Oh, and there you go. So don't jump. Straight back to the screen. Oh, look, because, you know, we've changed discipline. It's changed the colour of the screen. Right. Yeah, don't jump. Apparently, jumping on a wet... Well, let's be honest. Jumping on a wet log, pole, I don't know, is quite dangerous. And I'm now retired. Right, so let's try that again. 3. Oh, why didn't you... Well, if that's the only music you're going to give me in the game on loop, then I'm quite happy that we don't have it. Right, so fire. This is the only attack that seems to work. You would have got bored with this really, really quickly, wouldn't you? Because let's be honest. 'Tis a fine ball, English, but sure is no barn, and by that I mean you just would have stuck with where the exploding fist. Right. Oh look, there's logs floating under it. I mean, like I said, it's nice graphics, there's lots going on. Just not with the move list. Right, this seems to be working. Dare I move forward? Dare I experience the dizzying highs? Chop you in the face. I'm hitting him in the face, he's hitting me in the nuts. It seems a fair exchange. I'm looking at his health. Right, so the circle on the left, at least for him... Oh, different opponent is his energy. And the living are better than the dead. Right, he can just move quicker than me. It's a comedy now. It's a Monty Python sketch. He hits me in the face, I hit him in the face. If only we could slap each other with fish. There is a low strike. Right, so look. No chance of any level of mixing things up because your moves are so sluggish. I'm pretty sure this actually got decent reviews back in the day. There is a sequel which I've played on all 3 versions in the same video comparing them, actually, which is Way of the Tiger 2 Avenger, which is essentially a Gauntlet clone. And then you run out of keys and you just can't find any more keys, and then you don't know what to do and it gets boring and you quit. But that got pretty good reviews as well. So this book series must have been successful then, if 2 games were sold and people bought them. Or then maybe people, at least on the first game, were just desperate for fighting games because of how groovy, can't believe I said that, Way of the Exploding Fist was. I don't know. Right, well, there you go. What's the third opponent? Him. I don't even know what him is. Presumably, did he just... I don't think I hit him. It's a duck. Look, the background's like real life. I was going to say, is he a turtle? He's just got a shield on his back. And I can't even hit him. How do I even hit him? Oh, like that. It's very... The hitboxes are very hit or miss. I'm not going to lie. Right, I'm going to try the dizzying highs of a jump again. I got block. I'm not pressing fire. And it's still doing stuff. So you've got 1 block. You can block them hitting your head, but nothing else. Not your jubblies. Oh, or anything else. Right, we'll have a look at the 4th round, sorry. Sword fighting. Bosh. I said bosh. Thank you. So more of the same with the first level. At least someone's turned the lights on, eh? What the... I don't even know what that is. There's so much shit going on. Colours are slightly better than the Spectrum version. So essentially it's the same move. Hey, look at the parallax, and the scrolling goes up or down a bit. A bit. Essentially the same moves in every level. I got block with a sword now. I can't remember if you had block on the Spectrum, but that might just be because I never used it because I was pants. Have I got 2 enemies? No, that's just... Yes. That's someone in the background. Like I said, 2, 3 people in the background and a bird. It is nice graphics. It just doesn't have the gameplay to match it up. It doesn't have the speed. It doesn't have the playability. I would say it's more of a tech demo, if you can say that about a game on a 64K micro from 40 years ago. He apparently is a ninja, does not know how to block his legs. I'll take that. And in the gut as well. Right, so I didn't have the range when it was just fists. But now he doesn't have the range when it's just swords. Swings and roundabouts. Also that plodding noise. Bit irritating. So I guess it's a question of don't meet your fucking idols, because I remember this, at least on the Spectrum, which this is basically a port of, being a lot better. I don't think I can leave the confines of the screen, can I? We're not going to get to find out. Right, so is that lives, or the circle on the right with a smiley face? I am aware it's not a smiley face. And then the one on the left, with the blue one, with the R in the middle, I am aware it's not an R, is my energy. Now it's gone back and forth, so I just can't hit him. Right, let's block. Why can't I do anything? Also, that noise is really starting to irritate me. Right. I can't go any further back, so there are confines. And the other one is I simply can't fucking hit him. Because he's the 3rd opponent, so of course you can't. Why would you? Oof. Can I even duck? Doesn't even make any difference. Look. Look, I just can't do anything. I cannot do anything at all. It's just, I'm not even getting the chance to swing now. That's fucked up. And dare I say broken. Because look, whatever I do, I just can't do it quickly enough to get a move in. If I block, that's shite. That's shite. Well, there you have it. A quick gameplay of Way of the Tiger. I remember this being quite good, at least on the ZX Spectrum. Now I can officially say that, at least on the Amstrad, it's a bit shit, really. Don't know what the books are like. Find that quite interesting. It is based on a book series. But anyway, if you know anything about this game and you played it back in the day, I'd love to know what you think. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you later.